Greetings everyone, boys and girls. This is James here speaking. This is a coronavirus's update videos topic here. Alright, I'm gonna have to make this video today. It has to be developing the coronavirus symptom. It has to be a checkup to locate this country at the Thailand's coronavirus medical health issues. But today is March 24, 2020. The first confirmed cases at Dock City, at Mae Sot, bridge walks as checkpoint area is the people touching at the first infected cases at the Dock City. The coronavirus is now heading towards my location here. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting into the Japan's here. 1,000 confirmed cases, and then the USA have 46,000 confirmed cases. All right. I was just wearing a mask in the indoors, and I went to the picture locker. I went to the grandmother's, so apparently, and she was surviving the coronavirus within the 12 months period. It has to be a first infecting case at Mae Sot, okay? So it's going to be what is wrong with the real world's global issue. Has this guy person got sick and is traveling to Myanmar at checkpoint area, and this was got touching has affecting, and this doctor figured out they got the first confirmed case at the Dock City, and even in that I went on to check to be confirmed cases at 827 people sick and recovered the 57 little bit. That's severe cases of 4 and passing of 4 people. That's really terrifying, and it's really terrifying here. So I have a big problem here. So this is gonna be the Thai people that's gonna, if they're not to listen to alerting that everybody, the coronavirus that's rising has out of control. That the Dock City, the coronavirus is getting towards my location, and I was never going outdoors and staying indoors and building houses, and people try to get this lockdown to countries and immediately, and people not gonna touch anything, so touching the germs, touching the bacteria, floors, and they had to de-infections and using spray on it. And this was infections effects of the suspect in the cases that 10,000 from the days before, and then so as one of the observes and the discharges as in the hospitals, suspect in the cases will be the doctor gonna working on the cure, so develop it and make it more secure. And honestly, in the hospital, they have this doctor employees work out here to help them has a cure to the process have destroyed the coronavirus. The Thai people have a sick, have the doctors are struggling fighting it as a coronavirus, and in order to stay away from the coronavirus, and make sure you have to wash your hands, brush your teeth, and shower. Do anything, or you can do clean out your houses, room, dirty, anywhere you have equipment to de-infection spray, and vacuums, cleaners, the sculptors, bubbling anywhere stuff, and a towel with cleaner as a de-infections, and the anti the coronavirus. And I don't know, just this will be a process of 3 months after it's going to be coronavirus, and people evolved to be the all infections are all have been sick, and everybody evolved to there's only has 16,000 people passing, and the recovery the 102 has gone up for the coronavirus in China, the mainland. I went on to check up the internet, and we just had to help health this situation. And other than that, the body is just having to still the germs has a writing into it, and the first thing that case to be the zones 41 days symptoms, and evolves to killing the disease inside the health in the lungs, so the breathing as it takes difficult breathing, fever, and the fatality rate is the coronavirus. It slowly that has destroyed your lifetime, and I really most I think it is as the first cases 3 months after, I guess it's a virus still ranges be just rapidly to symptom. I really is China to create the coronavirus in the first place and the previous before, and hopefully the Chinese people they get it recovered, and they have to fighting it, and the Thai people working on the possible to cure and the de-infection, close off the stores, the buildings, the swimming, the school, and anything else. But that's just a de-infection. The people wearing on the suit, fighting it, the coronavirus in the Bangkok city, and they try to be to get off there. The immediately that's activated to make the cure, and the global researchers have to completely focused and get the developing cure for coronavirus. And this is a real life the Plague Inc. involved, and if you haven't heard about this game before, and if you have the already knows, have the warning to everybody signing here. Make sure you have to wash your hands within 60 seconds. Instead, you have to brush your teeth and wear the mask indoors and outdoors, and make sure you have to go in outdoors outside, and don't go to near to touching it to people, or else you will get infected. And what makes coronavirus doing all they're wrong, and 2020 is getting much worse, and the worst of years worst of the year is painful from start to the 2020 decade. And this country, the territory, as I have watched from much as currently just definitely is they will get extinction of humanity, and this was going to be the extinctions humanity, natural the causes. I have to know the deal about it and the process here, and I even don't know what I have to go after in a pension speed tutorials innovations. And then there's a start from the December 2019, the tragically events, and they have to report for the as healthy issue to the globals around here, the infection and the passing, and spreading throughout here in China, and then outdoors, outside of China, to the country, to the rest of the real world. In fact, I was recommended to be to get this recovered, and I was figure out to find out as myself. So which is kind of having to take the effect by the coronavirus. They had to close the post pages. They had to cancel the events. They had to cancel the sport games. They canceled the concerts. They had to cancel the game shows and everything else. The lockdown the country, and they only have to The only thing that they're gonna to get rid of it and to get this fighting the coronavirus has had to eradicate it out. And what was doing the China create coronavirus and what they're doing wrong. And make sure you have to wearing the mask because you have the safety, and wash your hands as safe, stay healthy and be safe, and stay hydrated, and don't go near to people and to get the infection. And Dock City is coronavirus is out of control, and the Europe's is coronavirus is out of control. The healthy issue, the Chinese heroes have to get this coronavirus out there in the hospital, and the operators, and the sanities are the standing by and are staying indoors, and hopefully get this better to 2000. And hopefully get this better to 3 months to recover the coronavirus. 2020 is a painful from start, the years, decades, and to get this a better to. It's got to be the better way to the 2021 is the better. But 2020 case closed, and the worst tragedy events this year. Sometimes some other time. I've been doing around here the 2020 decades, planning on it in the future development, but not today. And hopefully get this better to 2021. Right now, to be honest, and wash your hands, brush your teeth, shower, clean your house, clean your rooms, clean all the everything. Stay healthy, be safety, just stay hydrated, and don't go near to people. Don't get caught by the coronavirus. And stay healthy and be safe.